Top 10 Unbelievable Buildings in the World. Welcome to Top 10 Arena. Have you ever saw a building which is shaped like a cactus, or one shaped like a big copper coin, or one shaped like a big containers settled on each other? It is the finest, greatest, inspiring buildings offers given the kingdom of the sector proper now, visiting to peer the wonders of structure. Let's start the video and explore the top 10 most unbelievable buildings in the world. Number 10. Rotterdam Cactus Building. Rotterdam is a town of many faces, a difficult port town, a present-day night town, an advanced purchasing town, and a hip artistic town. Urban Cactus is a housing undertaking in a Voorplaat segment of Rotterdam with the aid of using UCX architects. They positioned the 98 residential devices on 19 floors. The usage of sample out-of-door areas to decide the general look of the undertaking. The barely abnormal sample alternates those outside areas to create what are in the impact double height spaces. The terrace region is probably equal to a steady instantly prolonged across the perimeter. Number 9. Sydney Opera House, Sydney. Despite human beings in Melbourne insisting that this icon isn't a massive deal and that it seems like a group of nuns streaking out, the Sydney Opera House is one of the international's maximum iconic current homes, located at the Bennelong Point Peninsula, designed through Danish architect Jørgen Utzon, who is the winner of a global layout position in 1957. Its construction was completed in 16 years, with inside the making and getting into final shape. Number 8. Athenian Acropolis, Athens. The unique Acropolis was burned to the floor through Persian invaders, promoting the surviving and later successful Greeks to determine to go away the ruins at the hill as the reminder of what they had done long passed through. This all modified with inside the 5th century, while the Athenian journal Persiles determined that concept goes terrific, and all however perhaps alternatively what they may do is to construct a memorial. That wasn't pretty an eye show, thus the maximum well-known instant of historical Greek homes exist. Number 7. Bierpinsel, Berlin. Bierpinsel or B-brush or beer brush is the call of a constructing with eating place in the Steiglitz community of Berlin. It has a top of 46 meters with a form comparable to that of an statement tower. The unique architectural concept turns into that of a tree farm. It turns into construction from 1972 to 1976. The building has 3 flooring typically prepared with restaurants and a nightclub. The records of enterprise utilization is lengthy and full of financial ruins, offering quick intervals of last the constructing. The area may be very distinguished. On the metro station and motorway go out Steglitzer Kassel Buying Center. Number 6. Notre Dame Cathedral, Paris. Notre Dame Cathedral is possibly the maximum iconic instance of Gothic structure, initially conceived through Bishop Maurice de Sully. The constructing of the sector's most well-known Gothic cathedral started out in 1163 and finished nearly 200 years later in Paris, France. Architecturally well-known for its pioneering of the Ray Valet and flying batteries, the cathedral has survived wars, revolutions, and maximum these days a big hard place which destroyed lots of its indoors, and its iconic spire however left the principal shape intact. Number 5. Roman Colosseum, Rome. One of Rome's maximum iconic system, the Colosseum creation all started in 72 BC through Emperor Vespasian and finished through his inheritor Titus. The biggest amphitheater ever constructed on the time it can maintain as such as 80,000 spectators witnessing gladiatorial contests, theater and public spectacles. The ground may want to also flood it to maintain mock sea battles. The architecture designed that for buying the big audience inside and outside quick. It is not getting used these days as the premise of current stadiums. As one of the maximum well-known historical Roman system, it is to be seen by enthusiasts of historical Rome and Russell Crowe alike. Number 4. Hagia Sophia. Designed through Isidore of Miletus and Anthemius of Tralles, the Hagia Sophia of Istanbul, Turkey, constructed in 537 AD, famous for its big significant dome, the sector's biggest constructing on the time, and is stated to have modified the records of structure, originally a Greek Orthodox cathedral. later have become a mosque beneath the Ottoman Empire and then a museum, now as a mosque again. The finest surviving instance of Byzantine structure, it stood as the biggest cathedral within inside the International for 1,000 years. Number 3. The interlaced Singapore and ambitious residential developments in Singapore give an idea of a typically new approach to new revolutionary living in a tropical environment. Instead of creating a cluster of isolated vertical towers and default typology of residential developments in Singapore, the design processes and integrated with the natural environment. Number 2. Forbidden City Beijing. Not a lot single constructing is a very complicated. That nearly 1,000 homes, the Forbidden Metropolis, placed in Beijing, is a metropolis inside a metropolis, while maximum are aware of it. Through its iconic gates, the complicated itself. At the beginning commissioned within inside the early 15th century through an emperor of Ming dynasty, spans a completely 72 hectares despite most effective taken 14 years to construct. It has stood because the ceremonial and political center of the Chinese authorities for over 500 years. The complicated, non-secular and philosophical significance is such that system is a deep part of the structure with capabilities inclusive of the internal and outer halls, all being organized in organizations of 3 to symbolize the coin triangle. Number 1. Copper Coin Building, China. Located on the threshold of Pearl River, the 138-meter Guangzhou Circle, designed by Deepak Squall of Milan Studio AM project to offer an iconic headquarters for Chinese agencies Guangdong Hogda Xinji Group and GDPE Guangdu Plastic Exchange. The entire peak is 138 meters for 33 floors, 85 rectangular meters of ground region, and approximately 50 million euros of worldwide investment. The internal hollow is a completely unique area that has no identical in the globe. With its nearly 50 meters of diameter, Chinese netizens have lashed out on the building, calling it a crass image of wealth and nicknamed it to House Circle or Copper Coin Building. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for the latest updates. See you in the next video.